Sneaking in just under their maximum budget of £250,000, this property gives them everything they wanted and includes 2 reception rooms with an extra seating area in the enormous kitchen diner. They also get 3 bedrooms. Outside, the garden extends to over half an acre and comes complete with a huge garage. Plus it's close to both village amenities and the coast.
The bedrooms are a bit smaller than perhaps we'd have liked, but I think there's potential because a few walls can be moved.
Although I like modern houses, maybe the downstairs living room was a little bit too modern, but nothing that we couldn't adapt or change to suit, our requirements. But overall, the feel, especially the kitchen, it was very, very impressive because that's where we would most likely spend most of the day.
Ah, here they are. Seen enough?
Yeah.
You're still smiling, just about?
Still smiling, yeah.
Still desperate to see that second property?
Oh yeah,
desperate.
Yeah.
Come on then, let's go. County Down is renowned for its spectacular scenery, and one of its especially unspoilt havens lies in and around the tidal waters of Strangford Lough. Spanning over 60 square miles, it's one of only 3 marine nature reserves in the UK and has global recognition as what's known as a Ramsar site, awarded to wetlands of international importance. Earlier in the week, we arranged for Andy and Teresa to meet Strangford Lough's National Trust Warden, Craig McCoy, to spot some of its natural highlights.
Okay guys, there's some seals out here on the rock, basking out of the water, trying to keep warm. So a good view here. And there's actually a mixture of the 2 species, the grey Atlantic seal and the common or harbour seal.
Craig, what role did the National Trust play in protecting the seals and species here?
Yeah, well, part of our role is to monitor the numbers. So once a month we would go out in our boat and count the seals that are in the loch, and that's just to get an idea of what the population levels are doing from year to year and what the breeding numbers are like. And we've been doing that for decades. But also the National Trust as a conservation charity, we've been acquiring a lot of the shoreline and the islands to make sure there's somewhere safe for them to haul out like this and just rest away from disturbance. Every time they go into the water, they cool down, they have to lose energy. And if that happens several times a day, they can lose condition and they could actually die during the winter. So we just encourage people just to keep distance.
The loch is also home to the world's first commercial marine current turbine, which provides electricity to around 1,000 homes for between 18 and 20 hours a day.
You can imagine a big wind turbines. It's like one of those but underwater. So it's this amazing amount of water that's coming through the entrance of Strangford Lough every day, is turning that turbine and producing electricity.
Part of a 5-year study, its effects are being closely monitored.
Does it have much impact on the environment? Or?
Well, that's obviously one of our big concerns. What impact will this have on the wildlife that makes Strangford Lough so special? So things like the seals and the porpoises and even a lot of the diving birds that might be around it. So there's a lot of research going in tandem with this project.
If the study shows that tidal power can be harnessed with no long-term threats to wildlife habitats, it could be a groundbreaking answer to how renewable energy can be produced in our coastal waters. Our property search moves us away from the coast about 10 miles from Newcastle, close to the village of Rathfryland, and its hilltop position means that there are great views of the surrounding countryside. Set in a rural location just outside the village is our second property, which is a very substantial rebuild. There's been a house on this plot since the 1800s. It was razed to the ground and rebuilt in 2004.
No, it looks excellent. Love the tree.
Yeah, the tree's been here for a long time, I would say. Yeah. Great old monkey puzzle, isn't it?
So it looks like a lot of house for your money, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks quite big, I must say. It reminds me on the shape of the farmhouse I was brought up in.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you like it, initially, anyway. Should we get in there?
Yeah.
OK, come on. Although the exterior gives the impression of a traditional country house, the inside has some very modern touches. Come on in. Oh, she has a really good spy, doesn't she, when she walks in?
Yeah, lovely.
You've got a shower room, bathroom there. You've got the kitchen, which I'm going to show you later.
Yeah.
But also it's quite a weird layout because you've got 2 bedrooms here,
Yeah.
which means that the living room's upstairs, you see.
Oh,
So I don't know how you feel about that.
I love these curved walls.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, lovely,
And also,
unusual.
do you know what I really love about the place is the high ceilings as well.
Yeah, great.
What do you reckon, Andy?
Yeah. We've had an improvement on the last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In what way?
More open, more space, bigger hallway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nicer entrance, certainly. It gives it that more spacious feel.
Oh, could be home. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be home. Okay, well, I tell you what, I think we should go straight upstairs.
Yeah.
Good.
Hold that thought, Andy. Although it's unusual for the living room to be upstairs, they'll see why, as it makes the most of its fantastic outlook.
Oh, very nice.
What do you think? You like it?
Absolutely lovely, yeah. Nice, I love the window. It's quite a bright room.
Yeah.
Quadruple aspect. You've also got this walnut floor, a working fireplace as well.
Super lovely. Yeah.
Nice, isn't it? Again, the high ceiling as well.
Yeah, perfect size.
You've got horses to the left of me, horses to the right. It's,
No, lovely.
Definitely in the country.
yeah. This room certainly made a good impression, and the lavish family bathroom with roll-top bath also makes a strong statement. Off the landing there's another bedroom, a nice cosy double, but we'll take a peek at what could be their room, and this is the master.
Yeah,
Compact.
It is. Through that door is an ensuite,
excellent.
massive shower, and also the modern wash basin again as well. Is it too small for you?
No, because I wouldn't have furniture as big as that in. If I had to use the other bedroom as a dressing room, then that would be fine.
Well, you know, I'm rubbish at maths, but I can even work out that you've got 4 really big bedrooms
Yeah.
here. And you only wanted 2, didn't you? Maybe 3.
Yeah,
So there's a
exactly.
bonus of a dressing room or an office and a dressing room.
I think we both get that feeling that it's very, very nice.
To continue our topsy-turvy house tour, we'll retrace our steps downstairs and see if Teresa is as positive about the kitchen. So you've got these ceramic tiles throughout the downstairs. Come over here.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, it's
All-fired
beautiful
range.
kitchen.
It can actually heat the water as well,
Yeah.
or not, as the case may be. It's your choice. Current owner does a lot of cooking on it. Loves his
Yeah.
cooking, and also you've got the
that's
gas as well. It's
excellent,
bottled gas. Loads of storage. The other side of this unit is all storage. Just to my right here behind the door, you've got a utility room with a door leading outside as well. So again, if you get muddy from walking in the mountains, then you leave it all there, of course.
Yeah,
Excellent, yeah.
excellent. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh no, the kitchen's fantastic. A wonderful size.
A lot of character.
Yeah, and this is something that you wanted after seeing the first property.
Definitely.
And I love the amount of windows again. They're small windows, but this in itself just, you know, it's fantastic.
And it's the open plan dining room as well.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that the high-spec features and generous living areas this house offers really appeals to them. Outside also gives Andy a double garage for his motorbike, and the attractively landscaped gardens are framed by a traditional stone wall. And let's not forget those fabulous views, but at what cost? Okay, well, let's talk money, shall we?
No.
Can you afford it? We'll find out. What do you reckon it's on the market for, Andy?
Must be near the top end. I would say 245.
245,000 £245,000.
I would say probably the top end, 250.
It's currently on the market for £260,000.
Okay.
The current owner is willing to take sensible offers.
Okay.
Go on, you go and take it all in.
Excellent.
I'll catch you later.
Okay.
Priced at £260,000, our second property is over budget, but who knows where a sensible offer might get them. After all, it gives them a huge house that's finished to a really high standard and includes a spacious living room with fireplace, 4 bedrooms with a master ensuite, and pretty gardens with great countryside views. What's more, Teresa gets her wish to be close to her family.
I wanted a property with a bit of character, and this property certainly reaches all the expectations. It's a modern house, but the character, especially in the kitchen with the stove and the tiling, it's just perfect. Although having the living room upstairs was quite a shock at first, when you actually enter the living room and you just look out these windows, you can understand the whole concept of the living room being upstairs.
The finish, the quality of all the furnishings, the size of the rooms, everything is much more than we could have expected.
Ah! It even looks like you're walking out of your own home. I was just saying that horse keeps looking at me really nastily. I think I've offended.
Totally.
Well, that's it for today, guys. Two very different houses.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot to take in. Feeling frazzled?
A little bit, but positive.
Well, let's call it a night, and we'll reconvene tomorrow for the mystery property. How's that?
Yeah,
Lovely.
sounds good.
Sounds good.
Come on then.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go into the car. As evening falls over the shores of County Down, the first day of our property search draws to a close. After 25 years away from Northern Irish soil, Teresa realises it's now or never if she wants to return to her home turf. So she and husband Andy have agreed to sell their house in Watford, Hertfordshire, and spend £250,000 on their forever home in County Down. The two properties we've shown them so far have been immaculate options with no work required. But coming up, there's unfinished business to deal with in our mystery house. You want to go inside?
Absolutely, let's go.
Go! Come on! And I have to swallow more than my pride in an oyster eating frenzy. Oh, the sun is out and it's a brand new day here in Northern Ireland. The big question is, have we already found Teresa and Andy their dream property? And if so, do we really need to venture into the mystery house? Well, yes, they loved house number 2 yesterday and they were saying all the right things. But the mystery property, well, the price is right, and it also gives them the opportunity to go wild with their imaginations. And who knows, bathroom salesperson Teresa may even be showering it with praise. I'll just leave now. What would you like the mystery property to be?
It'd be nice to see something more traditional, perhaps by the coast, or what would be used to the coast.
Okay. What about you, Teresa?
Yeah, I think you're going to throw a spanner in the works. I think it's going to be very traditional, not a modern house at all. Probably older, quite old, and maybe more character. But we're quite keen.
Well, Teresa, you're going to need a lot more than a spanner. They better prepare themselves to get completely tooled up as we head to our mystery property. The good news is it's closer to the coast than any of the other houses. Just a short walk from the shores of Strangford Lough, a main base for catching the ferry across to the inlet of Portaferry. Along with having local amenities and community on their doorstep, this property falls into their ideal search area. Our mystery house is traditional, which is what they requested. But the big challenge is whether they have the vision to finish off what is, to put it bluntly, a building site. It's basically one of 4 barn conversions. It dates back to the mid-1800s.
Yeah.
And it's been restored, repointed. As you can see, it's not finished. But what this gives you is the opportunity to totally put your stamp on a property. Yeah. The builder, the owner, has said he'll have it done for you in 3 months. So what do you think?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to go inside?
Absolutely, let's go.
Okay, well, if we are going to go inside, you'll need that, Andy.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
And you'll need that.
Well, thank you.
I've got you your his and hers helmets. I thought, you know, it's the least I can do, really.
Lovely.
I'm going for choir boy white.
Okay,
You look great.
thank you.
There you are.
Have to keep up with you.
Come on then. Let's see if they can get their minds in sync and form a vision of what this interior could give them.